Okay, greetings, brothers and sisters on the Draconic Path. My name is Fifth Plains, and today I'm here to share more Draconic wisdom. And this time, we're going to discuss energy gridding. Okay, so what an energy grid is, basically, it's a form of energetic protection that you can weave around yourself to keep you safe and your dragon safe, and you can like modify this however you please. A good basic one to start off with is the white light of protection. You visualize your draconic light, source light, coming down and encasing your whole aura field, and keeping out of your aura field what you don't want, like energy vamps and other entities and things of that nature. So how you can weave this is multiple different things. It's really up to you to design how you want it to be designed. But you can weave layer by layer. Like have the first layer that's around your body be the white light of protection, and then on top of that you can weave gold source energy in an egg formation around your aura field. And you can have that be your only layer. You can add multiple layers, and you can combine different layers too. It just is what you want to do. But it's always good, like if you have a lot of nasty energies in your life, is to have the outer layer of your energy grid that you weave be a liquid silver layer with the reflective side facing away from you, not towards you. So that way, if anyone tries to shoot anything at you, it bounces right back at them. Different ways you could do that is you can have a two-sided silver thread, with one side being reflective and the other side being non-reflective, and then you weave it around your aura field in egg formation from either the crown down to the foot chakra, or vice versa. It just depends on what works for you. And then and you want the reflective side facing away from you. Like how I visualize it for myself is, as I weave from up top, because I weave from the crown down to the root. But you can do it the other way, but that's just how I weave. And when I weave, as I'm weaving, the reflective side facing away from me, because the opposite side of my crown is the sky. I see the reflective side encasing my whole aura field, and going and encasing my root chakra as well. Well, not root chakra, foot chakra. And I weave that. And how I visualize it is, as I'm weaving down, like say if it gets to like from the crown, and then it goes to like the crown, and if it like goes in front of you as you're weaving, because you want to weave all sides at once. And then as you're weaving down, you see the reflective side turning yourself invisible, is another visual you can use to weave the reflective side facing away from you. So as you're progressing with your weave, more and more of your body, you visualize yourself in the third person, with more and more of your body disappearing, your actual body, because and all you see is the third person view, which is their selves. And that's the best way I could describe it. There's other ways to do that, but that's how I do it. So the underlying best thing to remember is, as you're weaving the silver layer on the outside, make sure that the reflective side is facing away from you. You don't want it facing you, because if you have it facing you, whatever you shoot bounces back at you when you use energy, and you don't want that unless you're just trying to heal yourself, but that will help. So as it's, for me, it's starting from the crown, and as the weave in an egg formation is surrounding my whole crown, my head disappears, then my body disappears on the third person, is how I view it. From a third person standpoint of view. And you can add multiple layers. I like adding, and you can program each layer as well. Like, I like adding a amethyst layer in my energy grid, with the same energetic qualities as amethyst itself. And you can also put that into your grid when you're setting it up for yourself, your personal energy grid around yourself. And you have the energy grid follow you wherever you go and stay around you. And it's a very, very good, strong protection. And with, like, for instance, back on the amethyst layer that I like adding to my grid, I also add intelligence to it, where, like, if a spirit or something is coming through, like, the grid knows if it's malevolent or if it's a friendly spirit. And that's how I have it set up and for myself. But just be inventive with it. Each layer you can program its own thing, and then you can put a cleansing layer in between different layers. Like, I put a liquid water, like cleansing water layer in between each of my layers, so that it keeps each layer clean. You can do that too. And you essentially visualize, like, water in between each layer, circulating each layer to cleanse each layer as it gets mucked up over the days and weeks that go by as you have the grid up. And that's another useful thing that you can do. You can add a quartz layer. You can literally add any type of element you want to. You can add a copper layer or gold layer to increase the energy in your aura field. You can use energy grids for both protection and healing. It's really up to you as the one casting and setting up the energy grid to what you want to do with it. Let's see, anything else? Okay, so each layer, and you can combine different elements in each layer too, if you want to do that. Me, I like my layers organized so I can tell which layer needs cleansing and which doesn't. But like I said, it's really up to you as the one who's creating the grid, that's setting up the grid for yourself to describe, to do for the intention. And as you practice this over the months and years, and you keep practicing setting up and tearing down your grid, setting up and tearing it down, you'll master it so fast where you can just think it and it will instantly set up. And you can add strength qualities to the grid. Like, I make my grids impenetrable, but that's my intention when I'm creating them. Except by my dragons that are around me in my Dragon's Eye circle, and those that I want to allow in. And that's how I'll set mine up. But it's really, like I said, up to you as the one setting up the grid. Any other things? It's good when you first start to create energy grids around your aura field yourself. Okay, I'll be there. is to on a daily basis practice setting up a grid around your aura field and tearing it down, and then setting it up and then tearing it down, and things of that nature. Now you can visualize the grid tearing down. You can visualize, like, you, since you were the one who created the grid just dropping and returning to the earth, or however you want to. Like I said, be inventive with it. And thank you. Dragon blessings, and have a wonderful day.